Cheers, everybody. What's going on? Miscellaneous here with you. Yup. Make sure that's adjusted. Wednesday. Fucking hump day, boys. Shit.
IRS took all my money, I was a stupid kid, cause I didn't pay taxes when shit was lucrative, so I had to start over, good thing I shoot this shit off enough to not take me away to do big bids, so I say that to say that I'm straight building, but it really hurts when the government take millions, since I was shady, had two ladies to make children, the same time when they do college, you break skrillion, so you think of doing the shit that be unearthly, to be sure your daughter stay steady and up in Berkeley, money be the problem, but other things here to curse me, hurt my girl so much, she now doing the shit to hurt me, wifey cheated, after I didn't speed it, my life is a red hot chili pepper, I eat it like I'm empty heated, I'm heated. So just like I'm in a resort to my penis. So check it out, I got a blunt. I ain't about to spend my whole day stuck in the funk, so I'm about to get drunk. Sitting right on top of me with that incredible rump, so check it out, I got a blunt. I ain't about to spend my whole day stuck in the funk, so I'm about to get drunk. Sitting right on top of me with that incredible rump, so check it out. I used to have this festival called Paid Dues, but I never
Really
got
paid, dude.
The IRS, though, they think I did.
I'm fucking tired, boys.
Shit, and I'm the only one in my household that go to work. Ain't getting no pussy, so now I gotta jerk. Feeling like a jerk, and that ain't never gonna work. Playing positive, but ain't getting none of the perks. What to do when your IG popping off? Snapchat got the gym rat panties dropping off, saying all she want is this dick. Whether it's hard or soft, closest I've been a pussy is fish sticks and tartar sauce. And I ain't trying to be no martyr boss. Fuck around and she done pissed Nick Carter off. This nigga Tech got me high, now I finally got a good alibi, so check it out, I got a blunt. I ain't about to spend my whole day stuck in the funk, so I'm about to get drunk. Sitting right on top of me with that incredible rump, so check it out, I got a blunt. I ain't about to spend my whole day stuck in the funk, so I'm about to get drunk. Sitting right on top of me with that incredible rump, so check it out.
There you go.
Out of town, always giving me stuff. She stayed mad as a fuck cause I don't visit.
I thought Sean was going live, but I didn't see him go live, so I don't know what happened to that.
Got him falling in love, so we on the phone beefing and she crying at me.
Like you be fly,
but you be lying to me. True, she dying to see where I wasn't.
What happened studying social media? They
trying to catch him. Bad bitch caught him off guard with the condom off. Let it get, now my dick feel like it falling off. Sperm when I shot him off, burning like a Molotov. Word to my mama, I'm disturbed by a lot of broad. That's word to mother, son, I cut her off. Maybe she make me come a lot, but I come at a cost. I got a girl I love and I lost. We'll never reconcile. She played me like a pawn for the record, so check it out, I got a blunt.
I ain't about to spend my whole day stuck in the funk, so I'm about to get drunk. Sitting right on top of me with that incredible rump, so check it out, I got a blunt. I ain't about to spend my whole day stuck in the funk, so I'm about to get drunk. Sitting right on top of me with that incredible rump, so check it out. Oh, man. Boss.
Oh, shit. Put my shades on.
Put my shades on. I live it up like these on my last days. If time is money, I'm an hour past paid. Gunpowder in my hourglass. Niggas faker than some flour in the powder bag.
Yeah.
I put it down like my hands hurting. I'm on a natural high, but I land perfect. Some of us are lovers, most of y'all haters. But I put up a wall, and they just wallpaper. So love or hate me, I stay hate free. They say we learn from mistakes, but that's why they mistake me. I got some weight on my shoulders. To me, it's like feathers. All hell Weezy, call it bad weather. I stick to the script. I memorize the lines, cause life is a movie.
Yeah, I've seen too many times.
You're on the outside looking in, close the blinds, and they say never, but fucking never mind. I've been gone too long, true or false, right or wrong.
Hello, easy. No.
Yeah, and I'm a good
Oh, shit.
Blunt blowing, polo draw showing. I don't give a lovely motherfucker ass nigga with my money blowing. Don't matter, I got no and you don't need a bus pass for me to bust your ass, nigga. Stunner, I got 'em. I'm back on them bitches. All about my riches. My name should be Richard. Cut the bullshit out. I'm epic with the scissors. Life is a choice, and death is a decision. Times have changed, but fuck it, get a new watch. I still got the vision like a line between two dots. Young money's eating, the label getting fatter. And yeah, the tables turn, but I'm still sitting at 'em. I'm a bad motherfucker, could the good die young. Everybody selling dreams, I'm too cheap to buy one. Man, when that cookie crumble, everybody wanna crumb. Shoot that hummingbird down, hummingbird don't hum, yeah. Big money, deep pockets, money talks, and motherfuckers eavesdropping. Bunch of bloods, you could call it blood clotting. East side, my problem, I'm a blunt blowing, polo draw showing. I don't give a lovely motherfucker ass nigga with my teeth glowing. I'm on my depot and you need a bus pass for me to bust your ass nigga. I'm a blunt blowing, polo draw showing. I don't give a lovely motherfucker ass nigga with my money blowing. No matter where you going, you don't need a bus pass for me to bust your ass. Okay, like the Ashton Kutcher, I'm a limit pusher. See y'all dead me, and me I'm just a butcher. I do it for the money, man I am such a hooker. And freedom was my girl, until they fucking took her. You can look into the future, it's right behind your eyelids. But I don't wanna know, cause shit I like surprises. Why that, why this, why you on that why shit? Motherfucker ask me why, I say why am beach bum. Call me Ocean Drive Slim. Drop the top, look up and make the sky grin. Young moolah, skinnies and some supers. Belly of the beast till it puke us. Motherfucker, blunt blowing, polo draw showing. I don't give a lovely motherfucker ass nigga with my teeth glowing.
Sorry, man. My buddy's going through some shit. I was texting him.
No matter where you going, you don't need a bus pass me to bust your ass. Nigga, gone too long, true or false right around. Yeah, I've been gone too long, true or false right around. Said I've been gone too long, true or false right around. Hello, easy, welcome home. Young moolah, baby. Young moolah, baby. Young moolah, baby. Bitch, I've been gone too long, true or false right around. Hello, easy, welcome home. Yeah.
Hi, Dada. It's time to take your medicine. I love you.
Yeah, diagnosis a minute, I'm dying slow by the minute. Diagnose, but I'm fixing to buy a coke and some chicken and dive over the shitter and dominoes for a minute. Get a piece of the pie, play dominoes while I kick it. Effective, be kinda cold, is where I'ma go when I flick it. Big inside of my pocket, you probably just wanna bick it. The politic with the bigot and got the vote like a mimic. Told the pope that it's fiction and following no religion. I'm John Travolta the Christians, but I am more of a Vincent. And speaking of vigor, I'ma be hopping over the fences to hold the chop of a muscle. I'm jogging, gonna get bitten. I'm sick off top, you'll probably floor written. I get gold shot, will probably leave Holy Spirits. I've been on watch, so beside the roller is ticking. Y'all spit no bars, you probably won't go to prison. People treating me snotty like I'm the
Man, that's tough to watch, man. My buddy's not having a good time. Support him any way I can.
already goes exhibit. Play with my duo, I'll kill you. I get more than an image. Play with me, I'll upstage you. I'm right like a wrote a scripted. Play those games, just caught on fire. You know who did it? Breaking out the matrix, I'm with the rules with the writtens. They say that they sleeping on me. I died broke because they wicked. My venom saving the world.
What's up, Ozzy?
Every line that I write, the doctor wrote a prescription. I'm ill. Yeah, something that a pill can't fix.
Oh.
Crazy than a motherfucker still like this. To keep it 100, that's why don't nobody feel they shit. And when I catch them all slipping in, the ones I have a field day with. Fuck all that shit that they talking, I'm really a psycho, really a psycho. They rapping about it, but Cap, you ain't really a psycho, really a psycho. Fuck all that shit that they talking, I'm really a psycho, really a psycho. Fuck all that shit that they talking, I'm really a psycho, really a psycho. Fuck the malarkey that you've been taught, all of you been lost. Picture was painted, but now it's oozing off. The fool in the school and the subduing the true and you, and I'm a bull and boss. Sick and I come with a whooping cough. Mentally, I'm about to gun me. Ops try to butter me up. The U.S. is a country crock. They hunky pock. Revolution hungry pox. Funky cops still look at them like they monkey pox. I'm hella driven. My thought is not in the cellar prison. I can smell it big and we fail to get into elder living. A jelly given to go to impel a nigga when he could serve religion. TV cut off because he had the television. To an evil wahoo. Be looking down on us and we go by Gucci. They can never see through my koofy till I'm showing all the seed full. I'm kooky. R.A.P. I'm really a psycho. When you get the nigga to write it, it's really a typo. So the R may be. Or will be the Eiffel. Irking the silly, the spiteful. Concealing a Bible. Oops. I mean a rifle. Who is first to come with a nigga to go and break it to this curse? And who dispersed feelings on my soul did hurt when nobody but Technina wanted to do this first. So I got it. Sanity isn't no sizable amount of cycle, but can it be bigger though? It's when they give a bro.
I don't got it yet. I'll take it after you're done with it, though. Just got home. Big question is what to pour, huh? I hear you. I think I got one more horn of that Buffalo Trace in there. I got a couple of this year's barrel aged Rasputin in there. Thought that was a little too hoppy. Need some time to chill out. I got 3 more of them shit. I don't remember how what it's either. I think it's 11 and a half. 11 and a half or 10 and a half. Hard to say.
Matter of fact, ready to talk to these niggas.
R.I.P.
I'm ready to prepare. They go rape and pillage again. I feel it in the air. Only me say prayers. Barely consider despair. The same death roller. They gonna have to give me the chair. Rationalize and patronize the hateful lies. Fast to say, hurry up, wait and hide. Quick chill, bunker down, be patient while they decide. Put a mask on your face, but that ain't a safe disguise. R.A.P. The discussion was an option of retreating and popping, ruining anything proximal. That's when I realize anything's possible as long as the vision is realistic and probable. Their machinations and manipulations intolerable. Irreconcilable differences, divisional doctrinal. Don't get in the way of the juggernaut. Don't be an obstacle. Tag ISO and X. Fuck the industry conjugal. Pause. Nigga, you don't want to get involved. Fuck the first 30 that you murdered ever getting solved. In the
Oh, I'm gonna get a beer.
when they found out what you did, I'll be forgiven and absolved. Thinking they safe cause I'll fall. Fuck, I hate it forever. That ain't never getting resolved. Since you lied, the drama lied till you dissolve. Why? You never be recovered by the law. Nigga, life is a bitch, it's a sadistic dominatrix. Bitch, for all the years I was sitting common patient. You cannot erase it, clone, hold, or replace it. Strange, I ain't getting back to the basics. I am the one that was summoned and nominated. Had a horrible oracle, but mentally beat the matrix. Look ahead of you, 2 hands holding a few red and blue pills, and I refuse to take it. I can't fake it.
Nope. I hate YouTube. Fucking killed my ad blocker. Cocksuckers. Take a nice. I don't know if that's 1 or 2. Kind of looked like 1 to me. We're gonna find out. Oh. Damn. I've never had that product. Ooh. Never had that, Ozzy. That's the big problem. That company's got all this other shit out. And you can't just put out your regular plain Jane ass shit. That's what bothers me. I think it went to the grave. I don't think that motherfucker ever gonna come back, man. And if it does, it's probably not gonna be as good because it happened 2019, 11/21. That's after the merger too. After they sold 90% of their company. I bet it's still good though. 2019 was still a good year. Even 2020, they had some solid product. It was. I just don't know what direction they're going in. They got their tit in the ringer again with some of that racist shit. I don't know what to say. I still like some of their products. I could say that. It's better than CBS. It's better than CBS. It's pretty fucking good. In the original Maple Mackinac fudge, the first year. Woo. I wish they made a barrel-aged Big Luscious. That would have been fucking fantastic. To be honest with you. Whoa, shit. Woo. Woo. That bottle of liquor lasted me week and a half. I didn't hit it every day, but there was a couple of days where I got into that. Here. Oh, you got the barrel-aged Imperial Stout too? Shit. Like I said, I wish they would have made the Big Luscious, the raspberry chocolate stout. They would have did a big barrel-aged version of that. I feel like it would have went somewhere. You already know one of the products I'm gonna say is the Frangelic Mountain Brown, dude. I honestly might even say it's the best hazelnut product I've ever had. For a brown ale. For a barrel-aged brown ale. Ooh.
Cheers.
What's up, Ghost?
Shit, excuse me. You're not drunk as fuck. You are. This is the last that 32 ounce. That's about
There you go.
That's about 40 in a minute after I check this.
You got a slight reverb, Ghost. Very mild.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay, my volume was just up.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
That's what I went. I looked at your microphone settings. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes people different devices too will do that. So you hop on something else and the microphone is totally different, sensitive, and you can be cranked up.
Yeah.
It was like the one day I was over at Jones's and somebody cranked his shit way the fuck up, and then he put music on. I was like, holy fuck, dude.
Oh yeah.
Way too loud.
Mm-hmm.
How's your day been?
It's been eventful, but it's good. Just waiting on my buddy to pull on up.
There you go.
Yep.
We always got to have a buddy like that.
Right. He said he's got to take care of stuff at home, and then he'll be right up down here. He's not too far from me. He's like right around the corner.
Fuck yeah.
Yep. Yep. Time to chug this beer right here, though. Cheers.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
They're fucking tangled up.
Yep.
Trying to get these headphones. Oh boy. Fucking wires all twisted around.
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
Yeah, I still got an empty bottle of that too. Not a 750 ml, but It was fucking fantastic.
I need, to
One
get,
of the 12ers.
I need to give me some more of those airplane bottles of the Jamesons. Or not Jameson, Johnny Walker.
They're cheap.
Yeah, when I was in Virginia, the black label of the airplane ones was like $1.75 each. $1.75
I
each.
mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, Ghost. You can go get a bottle of that shit for $20. It's really Johnny Walker Black's not that expensive. I don't. If I'm gonna steer you right. Don't drink the red. I'm not a big fan of the Johnny Walker Red. I think the black is good. They make a double black.
Mm-hmm.
I've had the Gold Reserve. I had an airplane bottle of that. Apparently, they just came out with a new rye whiskey. My buddy showed me yesterday.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find. I'm gonna try to find some more of those the different Johnny Walkers. I've seen the green labels around here too, and I don't know about those.
I don't know if I can't remember what Johnny Walker Green is.
And I heard Rob Blumberg from the B Bar talking about Johnny Walker Blue.
Yeah, if you want to spend $300 on a bottle of liquor, that's not worth $300 worth of bottle of liquor. That's just my opinion.
Yeah,
I haven't tried it, but I've heard about it, and they say it's really good. But I've heard people that have had it and say it ain't worth $300 for the bottle.
right.
You know what I mean? Let me see. Johnny Walker Green is. Oh my fuck! You guys want my birthday to get in here? I'm not getting on your website. Then I'm looking somewhere else.
Right.
Okay. I have time for that shit. It's their 15 years. What it is, the green label.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The taste: fresh fruit, wood, smoke, pepper, deep vanilla, sandalwood. It's a single malt. Evokes the outdoors with its vibrant, fresh flavor. I haven't had the green. I'm not a big liquor connoisseur. I've had some products, but I don't know. The Johnny Walker Gold, it wasn't nothing super. It wasn't anything super special. I got it. It was what it was is I got a regular bottle of Johnny Walker Black. It came with an airplane bottle of the double black and an airplane bottle of the gold, and it was like $21. And I looked at the shelf and saw how much the regular Johnny Walker Black was. It was like $20. I'm like, okay, I'll pay another $1 for the two different variants that I had. And I could tell the difference between them, but it wasn't anything super mind-blowing spectacular. If you're not a big I enjoy the smoky peatiness of it. Some people don't like that. They think it's too heavy smoky. I prefer the smoky over the oak charlie. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'd rather have smoky.
Jack Daniel's a little too much. Like, I can drink it. I don't drink it straight, but it's just a little too char burnt for my palate. I'd rather have a little bit more peaty, smoky.
Yeah, that's why I don't like Jack that much, because
They already know where the Titanic is. They can't find those fucks in the submarine. That's
what I was wondering. Like, how the fuck do you get lost in an advanced submarine?
This is what I don't understand. How the fuck do you lose a submarine? Does it not have GPS? It's
exactly. That's what I was saying.
It wasn't a submarine. It was a home built thing to take people down under to see the Titanic.
Oh well, fuck. That's why you don't get on. That's why you don't get on rickety shit.
Right.
Listen to this shit. I read the article about it. They're padlocked in with 17 padlocks with no exit plan in case it gets lost. Tell me that isn't fucking stupid.
That sounds like a death trap to me, bro.
Whoever came up with that fucking idea was a fucking idiot.
Fucked up. You ain't gonna catch me on there.
Nope. if I were to get on the submarine, I'd rather have somebody that's.
I'd rather go jump out of a perfectly good fucking airplane.
That too.
They
That
said
too.
that parts of that thing was built with used pipes from like plumbing and shit.
Yeah, hell no. Fuck that shit.
Bless those people's hearts.
Right. They're probably disappeared like what
They
happened to
might be
that
stuck
Malaysian
inside
plane.
the ship. Well,
As soon as they told me there'd be no escape plan, I'd be like, "Fuck you! You get in that fucking thing."
nah, gonna have to pass.
Shit, I would have carried me a blowtorch or something to try to, or like picking kit or something.
Probably they. I hate to say it, they could be there, but I don't know how big the dimensions on this thing is. If it's a 1-day thing, rations.
They said that they have enough oxygen and stuff till Friday.
Well, it's fucking almost Thursday.
Right.
Right.
They better fucking figure it the fuck out.
Well,
right.
Well, one site said Thursday, another one said Friday. So,
well, if it's Thursday, they're fucking out of gas, Doug.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it, and you know what? That's your. God, the people gonna fucking hate me. You got on this janky ass fucking submarine, man. Come on, Doug. Whatever the fuck it is, a Bobby fucking two. I don't. Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, Ronnie.
I thought they were like in an actual submarine. I'm like, how the fuck do you lose track of a submarine?
No,
I didn't read the details.
Like a homemade device type deal.
Yeah, fuck that. That's like some guy builds a rocket in his backyard. He's like, hey, you want to go to space with me? I'm like, nah, I'll pass. Fuck it. NASA shit even blows up, for Christ's sakes. You know what I mean? Fucking, fucking SpaceX.
Look,
come on, man.
Look at the shuttle launch in '86.
Right, and look what happened to Apollo 13. They didn't even make it to the moon.
You go getting some guy's homemade.
Apollo 13 came back though, right?
Yeah, I think they managed to get Apollo 13 back, but it still didn't make it to the moon because what had happened with Apollo 13 was one of the oxygen tanks had sprung a leak, and a spark had ignited the oxygen and blew half the tank off.
What's up, Josh?
And so the guys had to make a makeshift oxygen filter to filter out the carbon dioxide. It was like the movie was based on a true story too. It was like crazy how they did it.
I watched an interview with John Denver, and he said that the reason he started drinking in the 80s so heavily is because he was supposed to be on the Challenger instead of that teacher. He created the program because he wanted to go into space and be the first person to play a guitar in space. And they said that, and they said they wanted to send somebody else that wasn't like so famous first. And he said he blamed himself for that shit.
Hey, it wasn't his call in the first place.
No, I don't think it was either. But could you imagine being in that position? I couldn't.
I'd be fucking black. I'd be kissing the motherfucking ground and my kids and my family and being like, thank God it was destiny. I wasn't supposed to be on that fucking thing. And they told me I couldn't. And it all happened for a reason. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just imagine being one of the people up on the space shuttle and have to deal with problems every day, 24/7. I mean, shit. Yeah, I would not be on that International Space Shuttle or nothing like that. I wouldn't be like, wait, how long am I on this motherfucker without alcohol or weed? Yeah, Houston, we got a problem. What's that? We ain't got no booze or weed up in this bitch.
Can you make me some edibles? Freeze dried edibles or whatever?
For real.
Well, they don't even eat freeze dried shit. That's a fucking falsehood. Anyways.
Yeah.
Because when you eat freeze dried shit, it's dusty. It breaks up, and in zero gravity, that's terrible for the instrument.
Yeah, it's more like kind of dehydrated or kind of like congealed and
fucking toothpaste fucking tubes and shit.
Yeah. And it's all like in these little plastic. It's like in these like vacuum sealed packaging, and then I seen a documentary on Bizarre Foods where they inject the liquid into them to rehydrate them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up, Josh. You ain't going live. It's Wednesday. Alex should be live by now. Fucking wild card fucking Wednesday. 24 people on there. They might not.
Hey, Levi.
They might not hang out too long. And then they'll probably be over. What's up, Levi? Cheers, man. Macro live. Shut up, Josh. You're not going live.
All right. I'm thinking, should I open up that 42 ounce of Ice House or the 40 ounce of Miller?
Yeah, you can't get 40s here anymore. The highest you can buy here is 24 ounce.
Yeah, you can't find the 40 ounces of Colt 45s here. That's the only ones you can't find. Everything else,
Feelings
everything else
mutual,
is 40s.
Levi.
Fine. I'm trying to think of either Ice House or Colt, or not Colt, or Miller.
Maybe it's just my area that don't sell them so much anymore. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you this, Ghost. Hands down, if it was my choice, it ain't Ice House. I'll tell you that.
I heard that. Okay,
just-
up in the Ice House is last.
I would drink an Ice House, like a 12 ounce, but I'm not drinking a fucking 40 of that shit. Or a 42. That's too much. It's going to get warm. It's already not good.
Yeah, it's like drinking Coors. The 42 ounce of Coors. Well, okay. I can't say that.
I just think it's a little too sweet. It's a little too malty sweet for me. And like I said, once that shit warms up, it is bad.
Yeah. When I was in Virginia one day, I was drinking. Like, only thing my family up in Virginia drinks is beer is Coors or Heineken's or anything else. Coors, Heineken's, or Mickey's, and the only thing that was in the cooler that day, straight Coors. I looked at the sun. I knew the heat was coming up in a minute, and I looked at the cooler, black cooler. These beers are gonna get warm in about 2 hours, even with the ice in the cooler.
Levi, that's a tough predicament, man. But you got to put your feet to the pavement and go hustle up, man. Something will happen. You're a good guy.
Yeah.
Bad shit typically don't happen to good people. I'll tell you that. It does from time to time, but you'll figure it out. You got a fair bit of trades under your belt. You can do different shit.
Yeah. Like my last restaurant job that I went to, after my interview, I was like, oh, crap, I don't have enough money to go to the motor train. And then the manager that was getting ready to hire me, she said, here's $5 as long as you can as long as you get here the next day for your job, and your first paycheck just pay me back after your first 2 paychecks, and then you're good. And I was like, after I got my first paycheck, I paid her back immediately the $5. I paid her $10.
I just looked, and I'm wrong. You can buy 40-ounce beers in Pennsylvania. You can buy up to 192 ounces in one purchase, but I don't know why they don't sell them. I just, like my area, they do not sell them.
Damn.
Yeah.
It could be distribution, or it could be as simple as the fact, Cap, is in your area that 40s don't sell.
That could be.
So why would a company put a? I mean, it's all marketing, you know what I mean? It's statistics and numbers for them, and they can see over consecutive years that we're lacking in this department, but we're excelling in this. So fuck putting this over there. We'll just give them this because that's what's selling, and it just ends up that way. It's all money, man. But yeah, Levi, grab the bull by the horns, bro.
Yep. Yeah, like Cat, but for example, there's this beer that Doubtfire had reviewed on his channel. It was the Trooper beer. And only place you can get it here in Georgia is up in northern Georgia, like Augusta or Milledgeville or somewhere like that. Or near the UGA.
Well, it's all distro too, you know, like
Yeah.
like you get these companies. There's all like, yes, you say, oh, Anheuser-Busch, and they have distribution everywhere. Yes, for their big ass fucking products. You know what I mean? Your Bud Lights, your Coors Lights, your Miller Lights, your fucking Natty Lights. You know what I mean? I just like, I said AB InBev, but that's other companies as well. But you know what I'm saying? That's huge market demographic. These companies, these large companies, own a bunch of smaller companies, and whoever they get to distro it, they get these like it's territory circles, and this is your territory. And each company, they have like different distributors. They give their marketing and their salespeople certain distribution areas. You might not fall in that circle. You know what I mean? The circles overlap and shit like that. But it just depends on how many distributors you have, what's in the area, what kind of independent pushers you have out there. It sounds weird. It's almost like selling drugs.
Yeah.
Demographic. There's so much area and there's only so many people, so you can only conquer so much of the market. You know what I mean? You can't be everywhere at the same time, unless you have a fucking, like I said, your macro adjunct loggers that fucking have really good shelf life and shit like that. They just don't push a lot of it anymore. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. Another thing we can't get here is like the Mountain Dew, the alcoholic Mountain Dew.
Oh, the seltzers, 5%.
Yeah,
it's only 5% seltzer cap.
Yeah, I haven't seen those over
They
here.
got them here. You want to know why I don't review it? It's $20 for a 12-pack of 5% beer. You got me fucked up. I'm not buying that. I could buy it, try each one, and say they all taste like shit. Guess what? I got fucking 9 more of those bitches. I guess it could do a good deed and just like find the
but
first.
Most seltzers cost that.
It's so but it's just.
I see what you're saying. It's too expensive.
It's just too much for what you're getting.
That's why I stopped buying the hard seltzers, because they were getting so expensive for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love this.
I remember there for a while that was what Nikki was drinking, and she was spending a fucking fortune on it.
And the oil, like I know some people that work in the oil field, Levi, and that job is dangerous. It pays really well. My buddy's dad down here, he used to work 2 weeks on and 2 weeks off.
Oh yeah.
And fucking, he would come home with $5,000 in his pocket. But he's like, dude, I've seen fucking people get killed. And the possibility that I could get, it's super. I almost went and did it. I was really close to doing it, man. And I was like, I just wasn't. I'm super green and it's a dangerous gig. I'm not saying that that sucks. I don't know, man. Get you something. Try and find you something cushy. I mean, what? It's like seasonal hiring time, pretty much. You know, after 4th of July and shit, Thanksgiving, your Halloween, your Christmas, your New Year's gonna roll up. I mean, I'm not gonna. If you were single, Levi, the best advice I could give to anybody: if you want a really good job and you're single and you want to travel, become a fucking truck driver, bro. Because it's the highest paid, non-college degree thing you can fucking do. Get a CDO. Real shit. I'm just tired. I can't go back. Hey, Nikki. My cap. But like, I mean, I could. I just would really have to knuckle down. I'd have to give up tube, beer, getting stoned. I don't have enough money to pay my shit now. Oh, I do have enough money. I make enough money to pay my bills and shit. But like having school on it, I mean, I know I can get grants. I don't know, man. I just try to teach my kid what I didn't learn. I tell them all the time. So you better stay in school and keep that shit right, or you fuck around and end up like me, having to work all the goddamn time.
Damn, I just abused my alcohol. I dropped the beer bottle.
Wasn't the 40, was it?
Huh?
It wasn't the 40, was it?
It was the 40. It was the 40.
Was it the Ice House?
It was this one. It was the Miller.
Well, it's still there. It's still good.
Oh,
Burp it. Don't open it too quick. Open it. Let's like close. Open, close. You know, like a Pepsi bottle when you drop it, or a Coke bottle. Ah. I thought it was like uncapped and you knocked it over, because that would have been a real. You would have owed us some push-up.
I'm abusing the alcohol. It's leaking out.
Close it back up.
There we go. My hands were too wet.
You made it sound like it was a lot worse.
For the homies. For the homies.
That sucks, Levi. But see, that's the whole thing, though, man. That could have been that. That could have been that company, man. Damn, man. It works like that sometimes, man. And they get to the point, like that shit happened to my uncle. My uncle used to work for John Deere, man. He was like regional manager and everything. And they fucking shit canned him after like 40 years for a fucking young kid that they could pay half his month.
Yep.
Don't ever train your fucking replacement, I'll tell you that. Don't tell them everything. Fuck that. I'll teach you this is how it goes, and then you figure it out.
Right.
Fucking teach you how to do my job. I'm leaving, apparently, so fuck on that. You know? I even did it when I quit the kitchen the last time. I was training people. I was like, this is it. Teach you the bare minimum, man. Because I won't let you be. You can't. It's not that I won't let you be. I won't. It's good to see the fucking, like, I've trained people and I've trained them well, and I see them now and they're telling people how it's done, and I'm like, that's right. I fucking trained that guy, and that's what's up. You know what I mean? Like, really trained.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna waste my fucking time. You either want to learn or you don't, and you want to listen, I'll teach you. If not, fuck up. Waste my time. I only got so much. Fuck that. I waste my time teaching somebody that don't want to learn and ask why. I don't ask why. This is what Chef wants. This is what it is. This is what we do. This ain't your last job. This wasn't the place you worked at in fucking Italy. This ain't it, Doug. We're doing this. That's the hard thing that people don't get about, like, working in the kitchen. That's cool to know that you guys did it like that. It's always open-minded shit. It's good discussion, but like at the end of the day, there's a reason why there's a recipe. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? 'Cause that's what it is.
Right. I remember one of my restaurant
Like,
jobs.
you could get 10 people in a line and have them all make Alfredo, and every one of those shits are gonna taste different.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
One might be better than the other. One might, but yeah, it's just I don't know. It's the way you look at perceive things. They still call me to help 2 years later. I guess out as much I can with the Coast Guard audits and stuff because I'm fucking.
Mm,
Well,
yeah.
you know what? You got shit on. That's the whole thing about that, though. Levi did he lost, and you're still surviving. So, fuck it. That's what's tough, man. And that was I think the cool thing about when I left my job recently is that my boss got to see what it was like when I wasn't there. And you know what? The other guy that I was working with, he was good and everything's fine. But still, you lost one of your fucking people that showed up early every fucking time, never calls out unless I'm like gonna die. Like the first time I called out, I didn't even call out. I went there. It was like, dude, I got up earlier. I was puking. I puked up blood. I look like shit. I feel like shit. And he's like, go home. And I was like, thank you. That's why I come in. Anybody can fucking. I don't feel good on the phone. Fuck that, bro. I don't call out. Like I said, if I don't show up to work, I'm either dead, in jail, or in the hospital. And if I'm in jail, you probably would have got a phone call by now. You know what I mean? But I don't know. People are some. You know what? It's the old expression. If you don't know what you got until you lose it. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like that. You lean too hard, and then now you don't have that crutch anymore. And then they're like, damn, I fucked up. you know? But all you can do is just fucking keep pushing. I'm back doing what I'm doing, and my boss definitely, I could tell he appreciates what I'm doing now, and that he didn't have me for that short period of time. Nah, you don't do salary when you're working 60 hours. No. Yep. Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Nope. Absolutely not. You are correct. Fuck that.
Right.
If you're not getting bonuses and shit all the time, then fuck that. I mean, a year, that's 20. That's 20 times 52. That's insane, Levi.
Y'all can rap, but your swag's missing. That's why I'm minding y'all bag different. Played hit and quit it with the rap business, but I'm sorry, bitches, I'm back in it. Like
20 times 52. That's 1,040 hours divided by 40-hour week equals. That's 26 weeks to pay. That's a lot.
Mhm.
I mean, there's only 52. Yeah, that's a half a year. 20. There's only what 52. So 46 or no 24 and 24. Yeah, that's 52. So Levi worked a year and a half's worth of work and got paid a year's worth. That's bullshit. And I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, that is. I do agree, Levi.
Fuck that. It's a smart move.
That was a smart move right there.
You got to do like when it comes down to it. Like I'm not working. That's dude. I was gonna be the nighttime kitchen manager at the restaurant I was working at, and like my wife was about to pop, and we were quitting anyways before they knew that we were quitting and shit. And they asked me, yeah, that's Yeah, 36 an hour. Yes, sir. I'd work OT for that as well. I got paid for it. But, oh, fuck, I lost my thing. Yeah, and they were like, "Oh, what do you think about having a?" And it's like, it was like the same thing, bro. You want me up in there 55 hours a week, 60 hours a week, and I'm only getting paid for 2 weeks or whatever, 40 and shit like that. No, I don't know about that, Doug. That's that whole thing at salary. Then you got to take your salary and break it down by your hourly of what they want you to put in.
Right.
I mean, I was making good money. Like my sous chef that used to be over me, he's like, bro, if I broke my shit down to what you make hourly, you're doing better off than I am. I'm like that. So I don't do salary, bro. I wish my place paid overtime. They don't pay OT. That's why I work at the other place one day a week. You're like, oh, you want everything clean and spick and span? Well, fucking let me in here after it's closed and fucking pay me for it.
Right.
I'll fucking do it. The company won't do it. Whatever.
Actually, at the last job that I left before I started working for the job that I'm currently with, but I'm thinking about going back to the other job. If this job didn't respond with what we got to do for the summer and everything, with clean up the floors and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because I work janitorial, so I gotta be on my toes for this stuff. And I'm like, okay, it's summer vacation right now, so why can't we just do all this shit at the beginning of the summer?
Yeah.
And then by the time the end of the summer comes in, everything will be done straight. Everybody will be refreshed and everything, instead of shit close to the end of the summer where the janitorial staff will be overworked.
Yeah.
Like that.
No, just 'cause, I don't know. It always depends on your job too.
Yeah.
Like when I got out of the kitchen, I was doing the construction. Didn't mind it. There were some days where I worked in the kitchen and it was like, I wouldn't mind being outside digging a ditch right now. To be honest with you, instead of doing this shit, change of pace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
you know what, Commerce Aussie? I've been trying to find a job that I can try to work over 40 hours or something like that, because I'm not kind of person that's really active, and I get bored really easily. So I just need something to do.
I need the money.
That too, and
I work a lot. I got 2 kids and a wife, and fucking bills, and vices, and all kind of shit.
Right.
Should have quit my job way back when that fucking rich Italian guy he wanted to pay me $5,000 and like all inclusive to go cook for him and his friends. And he owned a big vineyard. He owned a huge frozen foods company like Stouffer's. And I just my wife was about to pop, and I wasn't willing to, like, if I would have basically had to quit my job, and I would have quit for a few months worth of pay. Risky, but I didn't jump off the porch. I don't know. And like I said, my wife could have went into labor, some crazy shit could have went. I don't know. I didn't want to not be here. So, yeah. Yes, sir. I tell mine all the time too. Yeah, I know, Ozzy. You get to do your own thing.
And you know what, Levi? I kind of listened to that advice where people say go to school and get a degree. I'm going back to get my degree because in technology and all that stuff, because the gaming designing and all that stuff, that's a lot of money. Especially from Full Sail University, where a lot of the Rockstar developers that came from. Rockstar actually was born from Full Sail University, from the developers at Full Sail University. So yeah, I've been wanting to do something like that, like make like games and stuff like that. Because I did have an idea for a game that's I'm going to keep secret now because I'm not saying too much.
Well, you don't want to spill the beans, Ghost.
Nope,
Tell me your $1 million idea.
Nope. I'm not trying to let anybody steal my $1 million idea.
Oh yeah.
I learned that the hard way. By tweeting out shit that being stoned and shit, and be like, WWE needs to make all these other stuff, and years later WWE came up with the Women's Tag Team Championship, Raw and SmackDown Women's Championship. I'm like, what the fuck? These were my ideas. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the last time I watched WWE was the not the last pay-per-view that was on, but when they were in Saudi Arabia, that last pay-per-view, that's what I saw. And I was like, what the fuck was this bullshit?
The thing that I think really got me was me and my wife we were party people, we were bar play, and she was bartender, and we've spent thousands of dollars. Like when you're coming home with $500 every day tax free, it's like we can go have a $200 dinner, shit like that, and we were just falling outrageous. And yeah, shouldn't have did that. I'll tell you that. It was irresponsible. I know that now, but you live and you learn. Could be worse. I'll tell you that. That's what I tell everybody, man.
Mm-hmm.
I had one beer down in 7 minutes. The other one took all fucking goddamn 40 minutes, 50 minutes.
I'm the shit right now, bitch. Do somebody. Mr. Rocky top tier, born to climb a fucking mountain.
I wish I had pursued finance while I was in high school, because I was starting to learn stuff in business math and everything. Business math was fun.
Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff that I still think I could learn and get into. I just don't have the money to do it. Like music's always been a passion of mine. I'm not saying I ever wanted to be a rapper, or anything like that. But like making beats, shit like that. I was a beat pad. My homeboy had a studio. I used to make some beats on PC back in the day. I was good at graphic design. I was pretty good at that. Fucking. There you go, Levi. 2 feet and butthole pics on OnlyFans. People pay for that shit, dog. You'd be surprised.
Shit.
You'd be
Levi,
surprised.
I'm at that point where I'm about to go on strip chat right now and start showing off my butthole and feet. Shit.
Oh my goodness.
Strip chat and X Hamster Live. Or clown for contract.
You would be able to play with your balls for a living. Nobody wants to. I don't know. I don't know, man. Indie clown. Fuck it. Your son's got friends, right? It could be something. You could make some dough on it. I don't know. I don't know if people are. I don't know. I've never hired a clown.
Levi, I'm sorry to say this, but I hate clowns with a passion. I have a fear of clowns and I hate them.
I used to not, and then now that I'm older and I'm just like I don't know who you are really, and that makes me uneasy.
Yeah. And then ever
And
since the
that's
whole
it.
clown
Other than that,
craze that came up, this whole killer clown thing came up, and that's when my hatred came all the way up. I
fuck
was like,
that.
these motherfuckers.
You'll know.
Trust me, in military school at the Veterans Day parade, one of the clowns was so nice to me and everything, but I kept on telling him, I'm
There you
sorry,
go,
man.
good.
But I
We're gonna
really,
we'll have to take you to the gathering.
I told the lady, I said, I'm sorry, man, but I really, 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 really hate clowns, and it's a fear of mine. And she understood, and she kind of walked away, but she can't. You know what? I would like to march with all
Are
and
you
just
scared
walk
of
around.
mime?
She kind of eased on my fear a little bit until those killer clowns incidents came out, and I was like, fuck that.
I
That
mean,
lady tried so much to help me out with my fear.
John Wayne Gacy's the big one.
Yeah. But shout
I
out to
watched
the
an interview. You know what was crazy? I watched an interview from a guy who was a John Wayne Gacy survivor, and he said he never even was dressed like a clown or anything like that when he met him.
Yeah. But shout out to that lady who actually tried to cure my fear of cat clowns. You were the nicest clown out there.
So what if there was a bunch of sexy clowns? Well, it's saying that you didn't have a Beyonce. If there was a bunch of sexy female clowns rolled up on you, would you be scared?
I mean, you got me right there, Miss Ladies. I
Or
mean,
would you be trying to get like squirted with the flour and shit? Think Ghost is getting a shower. That aspect.
or like that scene on Family Guy. I'm trying to watch the West of this time porn today. Shit goes seltzer bottles and spraying on the lady.
I'm just saying, we can. It's all in your mind's eye, dude. How you perceive shit. Scared of clowns, but I can make you not scared of clowns. You might be scared of male clowns. You could be scared of me. I give a fuck, dude. I don't know, man. It's just the only thing that gives me an uneasy feeling is I just don't know who the fuck you are. Like, even if it was Levi and I knew him and Levi got his clown gear on, you wouldn't know that was Levi unless
Right.
you knew it was him. You know what I mean? And I'd be like, it's a little unsettling to me. Just I don't.
Yeah.
To be able to see, I can't identify that guy if he runs up and takes his shit off. I don't know. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Right. And that's why I was kind of like, and as well with the killer clowns and all that stuff, I was kind of like disappointed at all this stuff that's going on because all the good clowns that are like trying to do their jobs, like the lady that tried to help me get over my fear of clowns, she's the one that's getting shot on, and she probably ended up quitting her job after that big whole incident that came around because she was afraid that something might happen to her. I'm still in contact with her actually. I think we shared contacts, Facebook contacts.
Yeah, those people are scared of weird shit.
Yeah. Like if I right now that I think about it, if I seen a clown with like a prop hammer or something like that, I would look at them and be like,
Well, all the dumb fucking retards on the internet fucking. And you know what? Some of those dudes got beat the fuck up when that dude ran up on all those black dudes in that part. They whooped the fucking dog shit out of that guy, and that's what he deserved.
right.
But you don't know. That's the whole thing. You could fuck around and find out.
Exactly.
That's not always after July 1st. I don't have to do that anymore because I can carry a gun on me all the time. Conceal it. I don't have to worry anymore. So they're the ones who are going to start fucking around and find out. You know what I mean? Yeah. What are you going to do if these people, they're like driving down the highway and this clown's standing in the middle of the road? I'm not fucking stopping. When I was in Georgia and I was riding with my grandma, and my grandma's she's from Virginia and lived in the South, and she's like, Andrew, don't let him get in front of the car and stop the car because we're not in a good neighborhood. And I said, I'm from Florida. I'm familiar with the ghetto.
Right.
We used to live like we had hard like Fort Pierce and shit, Avenue D back in the 90s, the early 2000s. That was bad. That was a bad place, man. Not like we were murder capital, Palm Beach County, down south back in it was mid 2000s shit, early to late 2000s. It was war zone up in there. Fuck, people were killing each other left and right. They were fucking. It was nuts, you know. But like she knows, they'll stand in front of the car, and then they'll come out and get you. And she's telling me how the Jack Boys work, and I'm familiar with the situation. Grandma slipped to the jive though, which is good.
Right.
You know.
And one of my
matter white, black, yellow, purple, brown. I don't give a shit. If it looks weird, nope. Swerve around you or something. Put it in reverse.
Exactly. And then I seen around my neighborhood, I seen people with their headlights up and everything. And my mom was just about to flash them to turn on the headlights. I said, no, do not do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Trust me, Mom, do not do that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Like my one buddy does it when he pulls in the drive, but I know it's him. It's like he showed up one day. My buddy was with his brother, and his brother had bought a new car, and he told me he bought a new car like 4 days before I had seen it. He didn't say nothing. His car pulls up to my driveway, and it's all tinted out, black tinted out. And I see it, and I'm expecting my buddies, but I'm like, I don't know who the fuck that is. And I peek out the blind, and I open the door, and I walk outside, and then they crack the window and go like this. I went inside and got the pistol on him, and then he called, and he's like, "It's me." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude," because you had me sketched out of stuff. Damn sure wasn't about to walk out there without fucking teeth.
Right.
Lucky, yeah. Not in my fucking front. I'm not dying in my front yard.
Exactly.
That's me lacking somewhere else. It ain't gonna be at my house.
Mm-hmm. It's like one of my friends. He was a gangster disciple and everything. And we were at this homie's place, right? And him and another dude of his, he went out there, and this dude I'm left alone with another dude. He tried to pull out a knife on me, and I saw him reach, and I reached right by me too. Pulled out my knife with the knuckles on it. He pulled out his small ass stick knife. And I grabbed his arm, started beating him down. I said, you ain't about to take me down.
Not today.
Military school taught me to read your hand signs. And I saw him reaching back over it. I pulled that knuckle knife out of me.
That happened. I had a buddy of mine. I was a little bit older. He was 16. I think I was 17 or 18. I was still young, man. And the dude owed him some money and some other bullshit. And he went over there to go scrap him, and they went. And when my buddy showed up there, and the other dude showed up, the one dude drew something, and nobody saw what it was. It was something shiny. He chucked it off on the way up, and they didn't think no deal, and they fucking squared off, and my buddy kicked his ass. So my buddy turns around to go and get back in the car. The dude walks over to the grass. He threw a knife down and came up, stabbed my buddy in the rib, broke his rib, and he bled to death on the way to the hospital.
Damn.
Fuck. What we used to call him, Jim Jones. His name was Tim Bergman.
Yeah.
Over some it's I don't know, man. Can never be safe. Keep your back against the wall. I keep the entrance of places in your peripheral vision.
Oh yeah.
Pay attention. A lot of people don't pay attention now, and it's fuck around. I see people walking around with 2 earphones in. I'm like, are you fucking nuts?
Right.
Like, it's not even that. Just like courtesy for somebody. I'm coming down the sidewalk behind somebody, and I can't even say to you on your left now. No, they're walking out in this. Like, are you not aware that there's fucking other shit going on around you? You're just lost in your own fucking world. Can I hit the joint that you were smoking then? Like, what the fuck's going on here? No courtesy, no common sense. It's like a thing of the fucking past.
And that's the thing that my family and I were talking about too. It's the same thing on the trains and everything. No courtesy or nothing like that. Like people just on their speakerphone, just we're hearing their conversation and we're like, dude, nobody wants to hear your nasty ass shit. And we don't want to know what the fuck or you're with. Like keep that shit to yourself. Wait until you're like off the train or some shit, man.
Mind you, every move animalistic, and you can't walk in my shoes. I ain't got none. I'm on some preach shit.
Like I said now, like I've said it the past few times. Like I really do. It's starting to set in. I look at what's going on in the world now and younger kids, and I'm just, oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's either gonna work or it ain't.
Exactly. Like another incident on the train, there was a fight that was about to break out.
Make it.
Yeah, some dude and a chick was fighting and everything, and one dude was trying to tell me, push that emergency button. But I looked in the window and I saw the driver looking right down the road, right down the aisle, so I knew he was coming. And then as soon as we stopped, the guy said, I already saw what's going on. What the hell's going on back here? Y'all motherfuckers need to chill the fuck out.
Good. Yeah, it's just so dumb, man. It's so people are. That's what I love. Best quote from Friday, man. You fight with these, you live to fight another day. And that's like if you got a problem with somebody, you should go fucking smash it out. You might have a beer afterwards. Shit.
Exactly.
Be like, well, fuck. That was dumb.
Right.
Just squash shit. A grudge. I mean, I'm not one to say because I do hold it. There's a few grudges that I still do hold, but it's just so petty. I hold grudges, but not to the point to where. Let me put it like this: I don't invest time hating that person. I just don't fuck with them, and I don't want nothing to do with them. That's fine. That's your buddy. That can be your fucking prerogative. Don't bring that. I don't want to hear about it. Don't know. Don't care.
Right.
That's fine. But there's a couple people that they deserve it, and I could have got them, and I didn't do it because life will fucking pan itself out for them. I'll be the fucking bigger man on that. I've done it a bunch of times. One time I got sucker punched. And this all went down at random, and it was from my buddy that owns the farm and shit. And this is long, drawn out story, but I already said to the dude as soon as he got there, I'm like, I already know you got problems, dog. So if you want, we can go out back in the backyard. It's privacy fence. We can smash it out. Nobody's calling the police.
Right.
No, I'm good, bro. Everything's fine. And then boom, I got sucker punched. And I was in a plastic chair, fell backwards, smacked my head on the ground. My buddy that owns, like, my good buddy, Grab, he's like, dude, we've got to get you the fuck out of here now, because when he gets up, he's going to fucking kill you.
Right.
And, like, threw him in his car, and they drove away. I don't feel like he set me up or nothing like that, because it's totally not how shit went down.
Right.
And I had that guy, man. I was because my buddy still had, that owns the farm. He used to, when he stayed with his mom, I would be over there. That guy would come over there, and I'd be sitting in the chair, and he'd have like when you walk in the back door, the kitchen, it was like a small back living room, and then the kitchen going into the front living room. And
yeah,
there was like a little island there. Oh, sorry, Chatty, I tried to click it. What's up, man? And last of a dying breed. That's that.
Yes, sir.
But he had an island, and he would always be on the inside of the kitchen, and the other person would come up to the outside of the kitchen, and they tuck across the tape. That way you don't ever get too close or some shit doesn't go down. But I got up behind him one day, and he thought everything was fine. I had let shit slide. It'd been here.
Yeah.
And then I walk up behind him, and he's talking to my buddy, and I look at my buddy, and I'm like, and he said, fuck, go for it. Didn't get him. Out of respect for my buddy's mom. Because I probably would have got kicked. The police would have came. It would have been a bad thing.
Yeah.
And I was overage. He was underage when this happened, so I couldn't even get him anyways. It would have been a felony.
Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
even years later, after he turned 18 and shit, I still looked at my buddy and I'd be like, I don't know, man.
He's 18, man. You
Get him.
And you know what? My sister,
Always
sister before she
Yeah.
had passed away had a similar situation like that. She was like in like not a plastic white chair, but like those lawn chairs.
Yeah.
And one of these girls, she was my neighbor and everything before she moved out, and she was fucking with her and everything. And I went, "Hey, she's been drinking a lot. Okay, you need to stop fucking with her." And I saw the look at my sister. She kept on having this like darker. Like, okay, I'm gonna murder this bitch. I'm gonna murder this bitch. I'm gonna murder this bitch. Soon as this girl like did like some kind of super kick style kick to my sister's jaw, I held my sister real fast. I have not moved that fast. I went, "Hey, you need to get her and take her home right now before I let my sister go. Because once I let my sister go, it's game over.
You don't want none of this, though.
No
Right,
shit,
it's
yeah.
game over.
I'll let you see it. You want to see it? Guarantee you don't.
Right. I say it's game over because right now I can barely hold her right now. So you guys get to run now.
If you didn't keep beating her up, you need to leave.
Right.
Right? You're not putting up with that crap, man. Hell no.
Not even that. It's just like you I don't know.
Right.
I've seen it happen to people. I've seen dudes
shit.
walk up. I've seen dudes walk up and try to give somebody their best shot, and that dude just like, huh? No, not even fall over. Just like, okay.
Mm.
And then they're you good.
Mhm.
We were talking about that today. The one that worked with the younger kid. The one kid's like 16. It's like, dude, I've seen tiny ass little 5'4" dudes rock 6'2", like 6'2", fuck 220, 30 pounders and just lay them flat like a doormat. You just never know.
Right. And then I said, okay.
It's like, oh, you think you're? I'm like, that ain't everything. It's got its disadvantages too. Believe me, that you want to have those muscles. Guess what? They cost you oxygen, or they takes a lot of blood to run them, and blood is oxygen, and you're gonna get winded.
No.
So if I can last 5 minutes, probably fuck you up. I'm a stick and move. I'll hit my Floyd Mayweather shit and stay on the outside until you get tired.
Right.
It was like on The Simpsons. You remember Homer when he was a boxer? He was
Oh yeah.
got punched in the face. The Homer They Fall is the name of that episode.
Yeah.
Like he'd just stand there and get punched in the fucking head. Dr. Hibbert's like, I can hit him. I could wallop him all day with this surgical 2x4. And he like takes the package off. It's like literally a surgical 2x4. Like you would sit there and just get punched in the head till the other person got tired and push him over.
Right.
California Lager.
Hell yeah.
I got the last 12-pack I've seen around. You know when they were canned? 6/22, 2022, like exactly a year ago. It tastes fine, man. But I just bought the 12-pack and I took one of each out and I threw them in the cellar. I'm like, I'm gonna hold on to you.
It looks brilliant. Still didn't look like it had no chunky or nothing weird with it.
I mean, it's still good. But
You know what, Chadio? You reminded me. I need to dig me a beer cellar
for sure. They're so good.
I want to try to do that. Dig me a beer cellar and just store some beers that I want to keep.
Just keep it
Don't
in
do it with IPAs.
No, you gotta be stouts, or I mean, with something like this, like I have like a Fat Tire, amber sitting in the cellar. I'm like, I'm never gonna drink it. It's just something I'm gonna look at and
I
go,
saw the new stuff.
damn, those were good. I still have one in my fridge actually.
I actually bought some Fat Tire before. Like I had bought it it was cheaper or something. It was like at my buddy's store and it was like $6 a 6-pack, and I'm like, yeah,
I'm done. Let's do it.
Same thing. Like there was time I went there and he had the Pilsner UQL was like $5.99 for a 6er. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get 2 of those.
Yeah. No, I got one Fat Tire amber in the cellar. I got one in the fridge. It's buried back there, and I'm like,
I'll be right back.
One of these days, I'm going to get together with Ricky, probably sometime by the end of the summer. I'm going to crack it open, and we're just going to split it and just go, man, just say goodbye to it.
Like, what was
it? Sucks. It was a great beer, too. I can't believe they got rid of it.
No. The only thing anybody can make is California Commons.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can produce a steam beer on glass. Well, don't you have to renew on that shit after so long? And if you're out of business and you're not, if you trademark something like that, because you can't just
they're not going out of business. What they're doing is they're basically cutting their distro, except for in California. So they're still going to be around. But it sounds like their Christmas beers are gone as well. And I'm like, thank goodness I have a 22 in my cellar. Like because I wanted to do a, what's it called? Several years in a row, 22, 23, 24, 25. It's like, we're not doing it anymore. And I'm like, well, I have that 22 sitting in there. I ain't touching that. That's what I'm keeping. I have a empty bottle on my stove of the 20. That was a really good one.
I don't think I've seen much from Anchor other than the steam. Yeah. They might have had something on in the crafty aisle.
The California Lager in the 12-pack. I have a crispy Pilsner and a West Coast IPA. They'll split with Ricky when he gets home in an hour or two. If not, we'll split it tomorrow. Because he's like, no, I've looked all over the place. I can't find it. Somehow it's just that the local liquor store just looking at the doors like, I swear to God, they've had Anchor here before. What the hell? And I looked down and I was like, one box left. I'm like, yoink. And as soon as I started walking on, I looked at the bottom of the box. I'm like, I don't even give a crap. That was a year old. Who cares? This is the last time I'll try these unless I can.
You know what? I think I did get something from Anchor.
Mm-hmm.
It might be up on the shelf. It might not. It was an old bottle. Like, there's another one that I had. Was an old.
Commerce, honestly, they would change every year. The Christmas ale was cool because they would use like a different leaf or pine needle from a specific tree.
Oh, like spruce tips
and stuff. I think is it redwood?
It was what, winter warmer.
Yeah.
By style.
2020.
That's where they used the botanicals.
Yeah, 2020 was the redwood.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I saw that.
Yeah,
they're different. Every year they're different. Some were like, holy crap, this is good. Other years are like, eh.
To be honest with you, I like the. I think it's a good style, and it doesn't always have to be a dark beer.
No, and 22 was just kind of like, eh. And now knowing it's like that was it, I'm like, I'm glad I held on to just one. Not knowing this happened, that's why I'm happy I found this 12-pack. I'm like, perfect.
Drink it on Christmas.
I might, I may just say, I may even record a video. Like I've already
get the Santa head out.
Yep, I'll just say, you know what? I'm gonna try to get the recipe for Santa's bells and send it over to Beer Man. I said, I will pay for everything. If you can brew this and send it out to our friends around Christmas, the beer I brewed at that brewery, I said, but to mimic it the right way, throw extra grains in the boil than it calls for, because that's what I accidentally did. And it turned it from a 10.2 to like a 14.2. So if you want to boost it up, then just add extra grain like I accidentally did. And it's fantastic. I'll be doing a Roush beer, not with Thrash, but with the old owner of the brewery up the road. We're going to do a Roush beer sometime this autumn.
There you go.
So I'm excited. Yeah, like he asked me, he called me, he's like, I don't remember which Roush beer is the one that everybody liked. I said,
what did you say it was like an Asian?
He's like, yeah, I'm looking at it.
What did you say is like they ended up like an Asian craft beer?
It's a Chinese brewery / tea house, yeah, and their tea is really good. Like I went on a date the December 23rd, and first time I had their tea, I'm like, okay, this tea is legit. And then I had a beer, and I was just like, no, I can't have beer from this place. I'll come here and have a tea, but I won't have a beer because it just doesn't feel right. It just wasn't good. Those are getting crazy, huh? Your iguana going crazy?
Oh no, I had to put my vape on the charge.
Oh.
Plugged it into my PS5.
Nice. Yeah.
So
I ended up buying a new sign the other night.
A new sign?
Sorry, it says no stairway to heaven. Like Wayne's World.
Yeah. Denied.
Denied. So every time I'm on someone's live panel, they play like, copyright music or whatever, and I'm like telling them like, don't play this song, and they play it, and I'll just point at the sign like, not you, other people. I'm like aiming that at. Yeah,
that's one of the ones I like. Freebird and that. If I really want to waste some time and listen to a song that I want, I'll just put on Indigo. I'll put on Iron Butterfly, Indigo to the beat. The whole
there you go.
It's for however long that is, 15 to 18 minutes, some shit like that.
I mean, that's what that sign came around about. Like, Led Zeppelin said no one can play this song publicly, not even like at a guitar shop, and that's why the sign "No Stairway to Heaven" became a thing. That was way back, probably before my time. I was probably from the 70s. Damn, look at that. Well, weather there you got there, Ghost. Holy shit, man.
It's like
raining. It's fucking bright out.
It's been raining off and on out here.
It's dark behind you. That's so weird.
He lives in Georgia.
I know. He's further north and a little bit further east, too, I think. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just we got rain over here. It's been going off and on lately.
It's been raining like a motherfucker here.
Here too.
I guarantee it's hot as dude. It was brutal today.
That's why I took Monday off of work. I'd asked my mom bought me this shirt as a Father's Day gift, and I said, so I talked to Dad, and it sounds like you guys are going to the mountains tomorrow. She's like, yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna take the day off. I'm gonna call out. She's like, don't call out. And I'm like, Mom, I've got vacation and sick time I can use. Let me contact my boss. I contact my boss. She's like, don't ask me. Go have fun. So the video I created, I put on YouTube. I sent it to my boss, and she watched it. She's like, that is really cool what you do. I was like, just don't watch, too far into my channel, please. So I shared it with her. She shared it with my coworkers. All like, that's so cool. I'm like, I got more coming up. Hopefully, I can record another one this weekend on a hike.
Yeah.
And in about a week and a half, when I'm up in Estes Park, I'll try to record a video up at the Stanley Hotel where The Shining was influenced by.
Oh yeah,
the exterior shots were shot there. The rest were shot. The interior was a hotel in Oregon. It's really weird why they did that, but whatever.
Yeah.
So I'll check out the Shining Hotel and kind of walk around and try to do some research. That way I can narrate and talk about.
Yeah. I got to take this ice outside the fridge.
Yeah.
The freezer. It's in the freezer.
Yeah.
Right here.
I mean, yeah. No, I've been up to the Stanley Hotel many times. I love it up there. It's really pretty hotel. Eerie as fuck, but so cool. I'll try to hit it. I'll try to convince my dad.
I actually was watching some shit about that.
Yeah.
The full, more in-depth breakdown, the Easter egg shit.
Well, technically, they don't have that room number that they're staying in The Shining, but they basically just changed one of the numbers on the second floor to that number.
Yeah.
Just to rent out and say, okay, well, this is a room number. It's not going to look like it did in the movie. Sure as hell doesn't, but still, it's cool that they did that. And that room is reserved out for 6 months. So you got to absolutely schedule your time to get up there. It's damn.
I don't even know if I want to go to that bitch. Can we go and leave in the same day?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I go check it out, but I ain't staying there. Got me.
No, we'll stay there. No, we're gonna go there, walk around the grounds, and do a little tour inside.
You got a golf course? We can go get 9 or 8.
There's a golf course in Estes Park, and you've got hazards you don't have in Florida, but you're used to hazards. You're used to alligators. We have elk that lay all over the golf course here. So I'm kind of the same. Your ball lands next to one of those. You're like, man, I'll take a drop.
Oh, yeah, we're taking a drop.
We're taking a drop.
The elk owns that ball now. It's not mine.
Really,
and I know what happens. Those things will fucking kill you.
It's pretty up there. So my dad's in town. We're going to Estes Park a week from Friday. And then A week from Sunday, I'm gonna go up to Idaho Springs again. We're gonna have Bojo's again, walk around there. And I'm like, told my dad, and my dad's like, well, you're just there. Do you really want to go back? I'm like, yeah, they have 2 breweries up there. I only hit one to get beer from. I want to get beer from both. It's just takeaways. I'm not even gonna have a beer up there. I was just like, all right, I'm gonna take this 4-pack and take this 6-pack. We're good. Hey, Lady Gemini.
Oh, she's in. Oh, hey there, my beautiful, sexy fiance.
Behave yourself, Ghost King.
Yeah, but but speaking of places and everything, I really want to go to this Sting concert at Chastain Park here that we got, because you get to bring your own alcohol and food and all that stuff. And I want to go see that Sting concert, but I'm pretty sure it's sold out.
Like, I'm just gonna bring a tent and stay there. Don't like put a do not disturb sign on.
You're right.
Right.
I'll pack up and get my shit out of here tomorrow, boys.
Yep.
Right.
Around noon.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
There's a place they used to allow you to bring your own alcohol.
They used to have festivals like that.
Right.
Hey, Gemini.
Yeah. There used to be a park that did concerts here. I saw none of them made it big. It was like pre-Warped Tour 2007. And I went to Warped Tour anyways. But it was like my ex and I went to this park. And
the Warped Tour was the shit down here.
Dude, it was so good. 2007 was awesome. I saw like so many random.
They had the Warped Tour. They had Buzz Fest.
Yep.
They had back when the Buzz was good, because we had an alternative music or alternative rock music station, and then they turned it into a country radio station.
That sucks.
And, like, we lost the morning show, and I was like, yeah, I ain't not listening to this shit anymore. It's like just even as it got older, it was just like it's still nostalgic because you're waking up with the same people every morning, and like I'm not really big into that, but. It was, I don't know, growing up, it's like it was the times, that was the music that was coming out, and everybody was on it, and then it was just kind of like fell off, and you're like, we got rap, we got country.
Yeah, the last concert that I went to at Chastain, it was TMF, which was Frankie Beverly's band, and then that opened, and then Anthony Hamilton was the main event, and
I like him, man. He did what was the song I really liked from him? He did with Wyclef, If I Was President.
Yeah,
beautiful, man. Anthony Hamilton, that fucking dude's great. I know Wyclef's a piece of shit. He stole all that money.
Yeah.
But the thing is, with that concert that I was at, the front row, like the middle section, the very front row, like
play that actually. We'll watch.
Yeah. The front row was the only one that was cheering. The middle row didn't do shit, and then the far back where I was, we were fucking turned. The middle row was not even doing shit. And I was talking to my homie, my plug and everything. He was like, for that type of concert, if I was up in that concert, I would have gone right to the back and gotten turned up with y'all. Got drunk and shit with y'all.
My wife was a big fan of No Effects. They've got some good music. Flog and Molly's, indeed.
There you go. That must have been fun. Keith. I can't remember. Last concert, probably 2007, Dave Matthews. And that was fun. I was in an outdoor venue, and I was like stoned off my ass during like their acoustic. I was like fucking flying, looking up at the stars. I'm like, cool.
Hamilton was on it was on the Chappelle Show.
Yeah, next concert I'm going to is November. It's going to be Queen. My mom bought tickets already, so I kind of have to go. Well, I'm all right with it. It'll be fun.
Yeah, the next concert I'm going to is Fantasia.
There you go.
I think it's in a couple of months.
Nice.
Yeah, my mom said she wanted somebody to come with her for the concert, and my dad or my aunt didn't want to go, so I said, "I'll go with your mom. I've always wanted to see Fantasia live." Shit.
Right. It's gonna be awesome.
Get drunk at the concert and start going ham and shit.
Yeah, my neighbor's best friend is going, and we're a couple sections away, and I was like, you and I are gonna like go for beer runs. So just say, hey, beer time. All right, Mom, I'll be right back. Come back a half hour. Where were you? Nowhere. Getting drunk with Tracy.
What up, Keith?
Oh, be cool. I told my mom, like, yeah, Ricky's friends are there. We'll be there. Tracy and her girlfriend, Patty, will be there. And I said, I'd love for you to meet them. They're really cool people.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's like, I don't like meeting people. I was like, no, Tracy. I said, Mom, Tracy will meet you and give you a big hug.
Sorry, I'm fucking on the other tab. I'm trying to find
she's German. She'll give you a nice big hug. She's cool.
Yeah. Last concert that I went to before.
Dude, I remember when Anthony Hamilton, he had hair.
Yeah. God. Last two concerts that I went to before COVID was Macy Gray had opened for the OJs, and I watched the OJs. And then before them, it was Seal and somebody else. Somebody had opened for Seal.
Seal.
That Seal concert was lit. That Seal concert
awesome.
was lit.
No, he seems like I wouldn't mind seeing Seal. I think it'd be a fun concert.
I mean, he did the most out of anybody at Chastain. I mean, because like I said, you got those open venues and you bring your own tables and food and all that stuff. And he got off on the stage and stood on top of these people's tables and everything. And everybody was like reaching out for him and all that. It's like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, this was years ago. I went to a concert and I've never seen so many boobs in one place. I was in the middle of like a solo song, and a chick in the front row just lifted her shirt up, and he just started laughing. He's like, "Well, I was singing, but man, those are some nice sets." And then he just continued the song. It was just so funny. I'm like, I can't remember who it was. Some rock band.
I was at a Maiden concert and that happened to me, and I was 11 years old, and some chick some chick and her friend lifted up her shirt and everything, and I was like, oh yeah. And my dad did not even notice. My dad did not notice. I was like, yep. Till this day, he's never gonna know that I see some boobs at an Iron Maiden concert.
Whatever, bro. People get naked. They're happy. Yeah. Now go.
Wasn't when
it one and only time I experienced like boobs at a concert. I'm like, oh shit, it does happen. That's great.
The best part was when it started raining at the concert before Iron Maiden even came up. Because the opener for Iron Maiden at that year was Dream.
They all have white shirts on.
Oh, there was a lot of white shirts down there. I seen a lot of bras and thongs that day.
Up in there. Ghosties having a good time.
11-year-old me just seeing some wet t-shirts and everything, free wet t-shirt contest.
That's not a bad spot to be. I'm just saying.
Right?
I could think of way worse places.
Yeah, I could see that there.
Yeah, Dream Theater had opened up for Iron Maiden too. That was my first time actually hearing about Dream Theater and listening to their music. They were pretty good. That song 6 o'clock was good live. I was like, oh shit, I like that song. I wish I caught one of the drumsticks. I wish I caught one of the drumsticks or one of the drum heads that whenever they throw the drum heads out. Because if I caught one of those drum heads, I would have been like, oh yeah, I got a drum head from Iron Maiden. This is the drum head that Nico McBride that played on right here, motherfuckers, on my drum set.
There you go. That's awesome.
Motley Crue came in second.
Yeah.
Steel Panther.
There you go.
Fuck, I gotta get a beer.
I'm waiting on my homie to pull up on me. He said he's gonna come up here before 9.
God damn it, Ghost. When are you gonna take the rest of that stuff off your nails?
Shit.
You're almost ready.
I know. I need to get some nail polish remover. Actually, I have some. I gotta redo my nails.
Don't bite them, dog.
This one actually broke, so I had no choice but to cut that one.
Nails, and they break all the time. Yep, fingernails. So,
Yeah,
not
if I
like
start back in the
super
kitchen or
crazy
something.
long. I mean, I don't know. Some of them, they're not toot scoopers. I'll tell you that. I just have fingernails. I like being able to pick shit up off of the ground. I've bit my nails for so fucking long. I'm getting older and my teeth aren't getting great, and it's not even great. It's not good for your teeth.
Right.
I mean, yeah, you can nail clippers. Come on, Doug. We're getting older. Yeah. Use a file. Like fucking.
Right.
Get it together. But I don't know. I do it all the time, and it sounds weird. It's like a dude. I said at work, man, I was doing something, and I grabbed something, and I heard it snag, and I'm like, dude, I just totally broke my fucking fingernail. But they don't break like women. They get caught at the end. Like I don't get the ripped hair into the quick and shit because it's not all glued on or whatever.
Yeah.
Some women do have nice nails. I don't know.
One girl, she had these acrylic nails when I was working at this restaurant.
You don't look like a dirty fucking.
Yeah, when this girl was working at was working at the restaurant that I was at, she went to this one of these hot buckets from the hot bar. Her nail done completely tore her whole nail completely off, and she started freaking out. I said, "Come here, hand me your hand," and I got a clean cloth, wrapped it up real tight. Wrapped the tape, wrapped that shit up, and I said, "Keep pressure on that."
Mm-hmm. You're not gonna die. It's gonna hurt like a bitch.
Yeah.
Right.
Bite down on this. We're about to pour alcohol on it.
Yeah. Right.
And I told her, "Hey, I see the broadside on here.
You don't need an ambulance. Somebody will drive you to the hospital or whatever."
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I've lost some. It sucks. I've fucking lost some fingernails and some toenails, and it's you're just all exposed and raw. Sock on that bitch. That don't feel good.
Right.
I remember one time I hit my bed frame and my whole toenail just ripped off. And I, as a proud, and when I was young, when I was little, and I looked at that shit, and I went, "Oh shit! Let me just put a band-aid on this motherfucker." I didn't even scream or holler or anything. I said, "Oh shit! I just lost a toenail."
Hey, goddamn.
No, I stubbed my toe once so bad the nail fell off. I kind of freaked out. Oh shit! So I had to Google like, all right, stubbed my toe, my nail fell off, and basically was it'll grow back, and it did, but it was just like, oh my god, I was just keeping it wrapped up for like a week and a half for it to finally start.
It's like when you're on it, you got to keep it wrapped, but like.
No.
If you're just like sitting around drinking a beer, fucking air it out, dude. Let that shit dry out.
Right.
Yeah. That was
getting that air dry. That shit. That's what it's all about. Because you keep it wrapped up, it stays moist and tender. Don't scab. Don't feel the same.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was doing we made our makeshift. We did a makeshift zip line in military school out of just regular rope, not those metal ropes that you use with zip line, but felt cloth ones. I went down and my dumb ass lifted my head up, and guess what? My neck barely touched that rope. Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Aren't your neck?
Yep. And my sergeant, the tax sergeant, looked at it. He said, "That looked like you got grazed by a bullet right there. If you were in war, you would have been one lucky son of a bitch."
Right.
And then he said, "Go to the mess hall and get some salt. Put some salt in that. Don't cover it up." And that's what I did. I put some salt in that bitch. It stung, but I left it on there. He said it'll dry out that more. It'll keep it from getting that excess moisture.
Damn.
Especially since it was an open burn and everything. He said, "Yes, it's an open burn. That stuff's gotta get extra moist." So he said, "Put salt on that every day." Well, not every day. He just said put salt in it every other day until it heals up.
Listen, dead?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then another one of my sergeants, his wife, oh man, she made the best apple pie. She was Indian too. She made the best apple pie from a cast iron skillet.
Oh, like a Dutch oven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like dude. There's people that do that. They have cooking competitions, like Western old school, with like it's all Dutch. Like I've seen it. The one guy is really good. There's this old white dude, and he's obviously looks like he got a mustache, a cowboy hat.
Right.
But like it's a different style because they cook over like open flame, or they'll have like a wood fire stove. It's different style of cooking, and you got to know how to do it.
Yeah.
I've seen people. You can fucking boil water in a plastic bottle.
Yeah.
You can fucking take you can take a balloon and put water in it
and boil it
and fucking put the flame to the balloon and it won't pop.
Right.
Fucking
I think I see like what you said, miscellaneous boiling water.
Energy drink.
Survivor Man taught me that.
I don't trust that. But I've seen it. I don't know if I'd drink it.
No, I wouldn't drink it. I probably wouldn't even drink it.
I mean, like, I'm gonna die. Maybe it might be worth getting cancer.
Yeah. But like in military school, you know those little, if you heard of Brasso or something like that. If you ever heard of Brasso or something like that, if you want to start a fire, get the cloth Brasso that you can rip a wad off. Just a tiny bit of that Brasso is good lighter starter because that's just straight lighter fluid.
I know dudes that make I've seen it. They make the char cloth, and it's like what they do is they'll take like people I've seen do it. They do it. You can do it on a larger scale as you want, but they'll take like an Altoids can and they'll put I can't remember what it is. It basically it just turns it into pure carbon. It chars it and burns it to the point to where it's an instantaneous light, like with the even striking it with the steel.
Yeah, with the ferro rod. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like Altoids, an Altoid tin, and like some paper inside the tin, and then you heat the tin up in like a fire or something like that, and it cooks, and it pretty much cooks it.
Altoid can. Oh my god, that brings back some memories.
Altoid sours, they need to bring them back. They were great.
Yes.
I don't know why they got
kids, man. I used to hide my weed in them. I put cigarettes in them, hide them from mom. It was perfect.
Right. Even the icebreaker sours, those were good too.
Damn.
They were
icebreaker sours were good. The icebreaker sours, those were good too.
I don't know if I had those.
No.
Like they had like
sour Altoids in the round can.
But yeah, I know what you're talking about. The Altoid sours. Yeah, they need to come back with those too.
It's never gonna. That's like one of discontinued products that won't come back.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know how long it took to get Planters cheese balls back? Don't complain.
I know. Fuck. Those are good.
Right? Biscuits were gone for like 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like people were bitching, and it's like, what the? I mean, real shit. It's nostalgic. I grew up on it. Utz isn't the same.
Right.
I don't care what you tell me. Oh boy. There we go. We haven't listened to that one. Yeah, Josh, what are you doing? You just still lurking about? I went over.
Best places I ever hid cigarettes for. Remember those Crayola markers that were kind of fat? Pop off the top. You take out like the ink little cartridge and you put a cigarette. It fits perfect.
Oh yeah.
I used to do it all the fucking time, man. When I was younger, like I was like 16.
You know what?
So visit my dad in Florida. It was like he's got matches around. He's got lighters around. So I just would pop off one of those before I go for a walk, smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Speaking of that, me and my friend in military school,
Great.
since we couldn't have any pipes or shit like that around military school because it was contraband, even tobacco. His mom would always come in late at night and sneaking through his windows because his window was at the ground floor, and the security guard was too damn stupid to even go outside to do that. She'd sneak him cigarettes and tobacco, and he would take those Sharpie pens, take the bottom part off,
Yep.
put foil on it, make like a makeshift pipe out of it, and then he was like, he come up to my room and be like, "Hey, you want to hit this shit? All right, let's hit it out my window." My
I used to
roommate.
make pipes out of Coke can or soda cans. Just kind of ball it up and get a needle, pop in there, and you're ready to go.
Yeah, and then I wake up my roommate and be like,
"Hey, you just don't know like the innovativeness that we did,
right?
To either get tobacco or weed, man."
Right, and anytime it was the weekends, he would come up to me and we'd have permission from my sergeants. We all could just stand inside his rims and everything like that. Hey, we're about to smoke some tobacco. People look out for the security guard, and we'll let you hit some of this shit too. All right, man. We take turns. He'd take a look. We'd have the fan pointing out the window, blowing the smoke out. He'd take the hit. I'd take the hit. He'd look out. My roommate would be next to mine for the hit. I'd look out. My friend would be right next to the pipe. And my friend would hit the pipe. We'd like circulating.
Me and my homie used to smoke a joint on the fucking parking stuff in the senior parking lot every motherfucking morning, bro. And the one time, dude, the fucking cart guy rolled up on us, dude. I was hitting that shit, and I pinched it. And then he said, "You guys need to get on the cart," and I'm like, trying to ghost it. My buddy starts talking. He's like, "Oh, it does." He's like, "Oh, it doesn't smell like cigarettes over here." Blah blah blah, some shit, dude. And I'm like, "All right, I'll get on the cart." I had fucking joints in my waistband, in the cigarette pack, and I dropped the road. So we go in, we search our bags. They're not allowed to search our persons.
Nope.
So they found some cigarettes in my bag.
So they busted you for cigarettes.
Cigarette. But the thing is, before that, even like the SRO came in because they said it smelled like weed, and I got caught with whatever. I don't even think. Yeah, I think they went through. They found. So he says, "All right, so you guys are gonna get on the cart. We're gonna go out there, and I'm gonna look. And if I find anything around where you guys were at, we're gonna fucking hit you with it." Wow. Dude, we get out there, and it's fucking Officer Garcia. I remember. Me and my buddy Mike Defoe. That's his real name. He owns a barbershop here. You ever need a haircut where I'm at, go check out Defoe.
Oh yeah, man. Keep that in mind if I'm
like
over
a
there.
sports barbershop. But dude, we go out there. The cop's sitting there. It's daylight. We're both sitting there with him. I see the brooch, plain as day. I'm like, it's right there, and it's right next to his foot. Looking, and I'm not looking at it because I saw it. Yeah. I looked at it. I looked at my buddy. He looked at me and knew that I looked fucked up, and I just did one of those, and he was like, "Whoa, nope, didn't see it." I scuffed it out on the way back onto the cart. I hit it with.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was like, and then I did one other time. I almost got pain. SRO rolled up on us at the park, and they said we were skipping school, but we were just over there getting ready to go back in, and I was having a cigarette, and they brought me in to get patted down, and I had these jeans that I had, and at the very end, it had this tiny little pocket. And I was over 18 at the time, so it was legal for me to smoke cigarettes. But once I stepped on school grounds, I lost some of my rights because I'm on state property. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they patted me down. They didn't find it, and I was like, God, no more. I can't do no more. I'm gonna end up getting fucked.
That kind of reminded me of a story in military school. On the weekends, we get
You
do
know one, you're
right?
limited.
And so
Mhm.
me, a guy of mine, he said, "Hey, I got a half a cigarette. If you want it, you can have it. I'll just smoke the other half without the filter. You can have the one with the filter." And I was like, "Bet." I'll take it. And he gave it to me for free. So I went down to the basketball court. I said, "Hey, any of y'all got a lighter?" And they were like, "Why?" And I sold a cigarette, and they were like, "Bet." And everybody surrounded me and everything. We all started cheaping that shit like it was a joint. And I was the last one with the cigarette in my hand with the last few puffs. I see my tax sergeant, the first sergeant, coming down on his golf cart. As soon as I passed it to somebody else, I said, "Tack," and they were like, "Oh shit!" And everybody put it out. And as soon as they got to the basketball court, he said, "All right, I smell y'all with the cigarette. Who's got it?" And me, smelling like cigarettes, walked right past him. He didn't even stop me. Kept on, and I went right to the barracks. Everybody else, all right, I'm searching all y'all cigarette smokers that I know who smoke cigarettes. And then at that point on, everybody knew who to get the cigarettes to. And I said, "Oh, I got y'all. Don't worry." I was that guy that hid everybody's shit. Their cigarettes, dip, weed, lighters. We didn't have vapes back in at the time. Vapes weren't that big, but yeah, anything like that.
Yeah, I learned that marker trick at a sort of a military school-esque place.
Mm-hmm.
And to make it fit right, I had to cut part of the bottom of the filter off. So I
Right.
cut it off. You know, filter is still about that long, so like that long. But yeah, I mean, it got them in there. And of course, when I came back in and checked me in, they took the marker and wrote on a piece of paper, like, "Well, it's a marker, so you're good." Because there's still ink left in the tip. I'm like, these motherfuckers are dumb. You know?
Right.
All right, well, I just smoke it in cigarettes. I'm going to sell like each cigarette for $1 each. So we got 12 markers. There's $12 for next time I go home.
I got paid for hiding people's cigarettes and dip and
My
shit.
buddies of mine, they used to go with like cartons of cigarettes to school.
Yep.
Yeah, I would get paid like $20 to hide
And that
people's
was when
cigarettes.
cigarettes were like $3.50 a pack for like Marlboros and Newports, and they were $5 packs all day.
Right.
Yep.
They clean up house.
Oh shit.
Yeah, when people were like, "Yeah, I'll give you $5
get
to hide me cigarettes," and I said, "Yeah, give me $5 to hide the cigarettes," and the prices would go up if it's like more than cigarettes, the prices would go up. Like for example, like weed, that'd be like $25 for me to hide that shit. And the pill and people bring pills and
I
shit.
used to get what was it?
Pills was $50.
I used to get 5 for 10. 5 bags for 10. Shit, I had to get them in the morning when you first get there, but I could get it because you used to get 5 for 20, dude. And you'd give me 5 for, I'd be like, yeah, or 3 for 9, shit like that. It was nuts. Just trying to get rid of it, dude. That's the whole thing. You want to get there, get gone with it, and go to school, not have nothing on you. Do your deed right off the get go and be done.
Yeah, but
fuck everybody else. I don't have shit. Prove it.
By the time senior day, the last day of senior day, I came in.
That aspect.
I told one of my friends, "Hey, if y'all need this shit, y'all got it." And they were like, "Bet."
It was just different times.
Yeah, but the craziest shit.
I'm sure it's the same way now. They're just more with it.
I'm still wondering like who the fuck had pulled up all these trees up out of the ground for the senior prank night. Like who the fuck pulls up live trees out of the ground?
It's the aliens, Ghost.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then we realized that. But the group that ruined it, that I really fucking hated the most, was Echo Company, which were the little kids. They ruined that fucking shit for us. They ruined senior prank night for us. Because they all stayed up and we're all outside while the seniors were the only ones supposed to be outside. And they were like, "Oh, yeah, no, we're going to go outside and everything."
Yeah. Well, I'm about to have her Tanner was have a cigar, so I'm going to have a little cigar with him.
Alrighty.
Being fully frank and fully honest. Drury, thank you so much for having me, man.
All right, man. What are you going off here?
I appears so. I've got one cigar left. He wants to have a cigar and some whiskey, so I want to have a cigar and whiskey with Tanner. Good kid. So yeah.
All right.
Maybe I'll see you over there. I'll see you soon.
All
We
right.
get down, bud.
Oh, no worries. I know where it's at.
Yeah. All right.
Here, I got the link too. So
I know you do. I'm just being honest. Like, hey, I'm not going to say, hey, I'm going to go to bed and appear somewhere else. I'm like, no, I'm going to go over here. That's just honestly, man. Much love, buddy. See you
I
soon.
might end up over there. There's another place I could go, but I don't trust a lot of them. So.
There you go. There you go. I'll see you soon.
Well, not trust a lot of them. I just don't. There's somebody.
Well, no, I'm in the same book. I know. Yeah, I know. Same book. All right. Cheers, man.
All right.
Later together.
My senior prank was to release the cows, chickens, and goats into the hallways. Just let's say if, yeah. Chickens and goats. Ghost, I'm probably going to sign off, man. I got my brand. Appreciate everybody showing up. Yeah, I'm going to slide out. I'm getting off of the live. So, yeah. Cheers, boys. Till next time.